This is about being a synergistic entrepreneur. Not a serial entrepreneur, but a synergistic one. And when I'm coaching people, I often hear, in fact, it's not just when I'm coaching people, I hear this in the communities that I'm in as well. Somebody's doing something over here, then they're doing something here, and they're doing something here, and none of them match. None of them match. One is a brick and mortar business, one is an online booking people in business, and the other one is a speech business that they absolutely adore. And none of them feed into the others. Can you see the speaking doesn't feed into the restaurant? The brick and mortar doesn't feed into the online booking, and none of them feed in. And so those things they're more parallel lines. Then they don't cross over, they don't feed into each other. And so what that is it's like sequential. So you can do them in sequence, but actually they don't help, because when you're in the brick and mortar, it's a completely different thought process than over here when you're helping speakers. Completely different. And so your whole setup, apart from in your head, your whole setup at home and your office with your systems is going to be totally different from the brick and mortar to the teaching people to speak better, and from the booking, the restaurant thing. So it's really hard to be those three different people, if you like, coming to that business. Now, some things really work like that. So if you've got work and you love fitness, those two can work really well in parallel, because after work, if you've been sitting at your desk all day, it's great to go and exercise. But this isn't then going to be a business. This is going to be something that gives you the release that you need, gives you recovery that you need. Even if you're doing it as a hobby and you're running a sports team, it's not a job. You don't have to really work hard in that. So they work really, really well in parallel. Things that work synergistically, so the A, the plus, the B, plus the C that come together, would be maybe you got some kind of therapy over here that you do. You've got some kind of coaching here that you do. And then you've got some relaxation. Maybe it's yoga or something like that. Now, those three things, or nutrition, those three things can really come together. Because let's say if it's nutrition, feeding your body what it needs is going to help you feel better. What are you going to therapy for? To feel better. So everything affects everything else. So if your body is well nourished, you're not going to be as stressed. You're not going to be as anxious. So that is helping, and that feeds into that. And then with the coaching part, if you're also a coach doing those things, when you're coaching somebody and you can see they're not getting great nutrition, you can talk about that piece and put that piece in. If you're a coach and you're coaching somebody and you feel like they need, maybe you're a hypnotherapist, maybe you're a Reiki master, you can bring some of that into the coaching if you see that that's at the point that they need that thing. So those three things would really feel really good to feed into each other. So that's the synergy with those three things. So hopefully you can see the difference. The brick and mortar, the booking thing, the speaking thing, they're in parallel and they split your focus and your systems. Whereas the coach and the therapy type person and the movement type, like yoga, for example, or Tai Chi, really work well and feed into each other. So think about that when you are an entrepreneur, because it can be very, very draining when you've got loads of ideas and they're popping over here and they're popping over there and they're popping all over the place. Are they going to work together in a really synergistic way, or are they going to be in parallel lines and they don't cross over? Because that is really de-energizing, can be very stressful, and leaves them all half finished and can leave you absolutely exhausted. So take note of that. There'll be another video coming up on screen, so I'll see you over there. In the meantime, take a look at that part of your business and see perhaps what you need to delegate or you need to delete. And then just focusing on one or two things that are working really well together. Have the most awesome day. I'll see you soon.